What's up, guys, and welcome back to the moon. In the last video we finally went back as far as we could go. We got to a point where we couldn't go any further back in his memories. They wouldn't link, which was strange. So we came back to the present day, or his latest accessible memory even. We passed his desire all the way back through his memories to motivate him to want to go to the moon, and then we came to see the result, and it's exactly the same. Nothing has changed. So we went back and tried to sort of push him in the right direction. We made, when they went to the movies in that memory, we made them see a movie about the moon, just to sort of ignite it, but nothing still has changed, it doesn't look like it, and now we've somehow lost Neil, so let's continue. I have to traverse back, so I'm guessing... Lily? I'm guessing I have to use him. Yeah. I just had to scare the crud out of him by deleting his friend first. Oh, back at school. Perhaps something here could work. I don't have time for her right now. Stuffed toe platypus. So did she throw an encyclopedia in your face? Huh? Did she? Shut up, dude. What are you guys doing here? It's starting. Let's go get a good spot. Wait, I don't remember that happening. Something must have changed. Right. Hey, don't squeeze. Maybe now he's actually going to get the motivation. It's like an assembly in the gym. Wait a minute. This isn't a real change. This is... May I have your attention, please? Oh, Neil. As you know, I am a representative sent from NASA in all its glory. And I'm here to tell you all about it. Hit it, Timmy! What is this? Wow, that was terrible. But I digress. Eva just face palms in the crowd like, oh no. Anyways, I know that many of you are wondering, what chances do I have of doing something as awesome as adventuring into another realm? To inhale the sweetness of Venus, to swim counterclockwise through the rings of Saturn, or perhaps just chilling at the backside of the moon. Well, here at NASA, we believe that with enough will, everyone has the potential. It could be you, or you, or perhaps you! But I don't want to go to the moon. Then you're in luck. Wait, what? Why not? Why should I? I'm happy here on Earth as it is. Well, don't you want to go there even a little bit? No. Why? Not even a tiny bit? No? They're staring each other down. Well, as an official NASA recruiter, I should go over some facts about the moon. To start off, the moon is 4.5 billion years old. And did you know that its surface is about as big as Africa? It's true. In fact, if you try to bike around the moon... Also, it takes 1.5247 seconds for light to travel to the moon from here. And if you drive a flying car, it takes 130 days. I knew that. Random person. And last but not least, people who go to the moon get rich and famous. And we all know that rich plus famous equals groupies. So, that concludes my presentation. Remember, NASA welcomes any of you, especially if you're a brunette. You plugged that so hard. I think you got him, Neil. I think Neil done it. Without a doubt. Well, what did you think? NASA probably wouldn't hire you, but I suppose it was blatant enough for this. I do try pretty hard. Are you gonna go see if that worked? Of course. Be right back. Back. Report. Utter failure. Deuce. Hey. Hey, don't get discouraged. I'm sure there are still things to be done. Such as... well... what are we going to do now? More of his harebrained schemes. This is an old Johnny move. We can't afford to finish building this house, Isabel. We can barely afford to pay for her treatment. But can you afford the Lunar Trip lottery? If you sell this house, you sure can! Oh god, this is going to be a montage of that. Is the diagnosis certain? Yes, in fact, we rarely... Did you know that NASA has excellent healthcare plans? It's true, for both you and your spouse. This is desperation, guys. Free pony rides in space! Oh look, a wedding! Good for you! But here's a riddle. Guess where you should go for the honeymoon? They're getting worse and worse. To be honest, I don't know how none of these have worked, to be honest. I said to be honest twice there. I'm very honest today. River? Dag nabbit, glass, slippery. Johnny! John! What, the cucumber? Whew. You know what? This just isn't working. It's more than just not working, it's ridiculous. We're freaking professionals. I didn't sign up for the job to run around yelling at him like an idiot. You didn't? Look, maybe this lack of sleep's getting to us. Had I known that we'd be an all-nighter. Okay. Had I known that we'd be an all-nighter, I would have brought coffee. I agree. You should have seen the movie I constructed earlier. What movie? Exactly. Anyway, as valuable as time is here, this just isn't going anywhere like this. Let's take a break till morning. Hopefully Johnny can hang on till then. He's dying though, guys. I do have some calls to make. So we're just gonna leave the machine and leave his memories for now, I guess. We'll give it another try tomorrow if he survives that long. Like, the guy is dying. We shouldn't be taking breaks, really. Oh, she was sitting on the cliff, just looking over the lighthouse and the sea. Wow, Rosalind, you look beautiful up close. It just doesn't make sense. Why did the machine have no effect? Johnny's registered wish to go to the moon was successfully transferred, yet there wasn't even a trace of him wanting to go to the moon after the transfer. Unless a secondary condition for the desire was changed in the process. Only then would the same desire produce two different outcomes at two different points in time. There's no denying that River played an important role through it all. If there's anything that could have caused the cord to change, she would be the top suspect. But out of all things, what exactly caused it? River. Just what exactly did you do? So they think it's River that stopped him wanting to go to the moon? Ah, the sun's rising. Oh, seagulls and everything. I guess we head back into the house. We don't have much time left. I wonder if Neil came up with anything. Let's go find out, girl. You look a birdie. It's so colourful, like I forget. In the memories, some of them were like grey and some of them were like had colour, but these are like so colourful, these real life moments. You can smell that squirrel Neil ran over all the way from up here now. guess everyone's going to be up here. There's the doctor. Where's Lily? Where's Neil? How is John doing? Barely hanging on. What are you two doing? We just couldn't make any progress. You'd better be soon. We don't have long. If you're looking for your colleague, I think he's in the kitchen. Okay. Is he eating? Is he making a snack? This is not the time, Neil. Put the sandwich down. This is serious. No, I understand that part, but... Okay, did you confirm it in his records? And why again was this information not made available to us? Or the medical doctor for that matter? Where did you get that coffee? Shh! Are you speaking with headquarter? Headquarter? Yes, I'll fill you in after. Now shh! Alright, what do I do? Wait, isn't this... Where did you find it? In the lighthouse, before we started. Now, for the last time, shh! You're so rude. Where do I go now? Do I go to the lighthouse? Maybe? I'm gonna give it a shot. If there's absolutely nothing there, then I'll just cut, I guess. Oh, better go see if Neil has any ideas. So I guess I'm not going to the lighthouse. But I just spoke to him, and he told me to go away because he's talking to... He's on the phone, girl. You don't just interrupt someone. Neil, she made him do this. The last paper rabbit River gave to John. I see. He's just saying, I see. This doesn't help me. I don't understand. Where do I go? For River. Johnny H. Wiles. What kind of a song is this? It's just two notes repeated over and over. But it sounds really good. You heard it. It might just be two notes, but it's a good two notes. Look, Eva didn't get to come into this room. Look, she doesn't care about this room. Oh no, I left the light on. My OCD is telling me, don't leave the light on. What about the library? But Ma, I don't want to go to school. It's Sunday, dear. Shh, let them sleep. Okay, I'll let them sleep. Adorable. Why do they knock all the books on the floor? Jesus Christ, kids. Look at all these books you knocked on the floor. Maybe another year. Oh no. Dr. Watts. That's not Dr. Watts. Ack, almost stepped on the pane. That wasn't Watts. This is Rosalie. You do not know. Those two shouldn't have stayed up that late, but I should have watched them. Well, it's not an everyday circumstance. I know, but I'm just so exhausted. I'm sure you are, even more so. I really need to take a seat. If there's anything you wanted to ask, let me sit down first. Well, you better hurry up, girl. Oh, was there something you wanted to ask? I guess we just ask about everything, right? Ask about you. You know, it's pretty unusual for someone like you to work here. With 2 children and all, I mean. It's not that bad, really. There's a school bus that passes through here. But how did you even end up here? Well, a few years ago, my husband passed away. What happened? He was in the army. They were the last batch to be deployed overseas. Sorry to hear. I panicked. Our savings were low and the job market was grim. Johnny saw my ad and offered me this job. I accepted with gratitude. This place was peaceful, too. It helped me with my grieving. Doesn't the government issue grants to war widows to help them get back on their feet? They do, and eventually I received aid. But by then, Johnny was starting to have trouble on his own. He needed my help. Tommy and Sarah liked this place too, and so we stayed. As for Johnny, he was glad as well. We're going to miss him. I think deep down, he really wanted a family. Oh, Tommy and Sarah. So what are you going to tell them about John? I don't know. I'll probably make something up, but it's no use. Kids are smart nowadays. They'll figure it out. Might as well. It's the nature of life. There's nothing to hide. This is your full-time job, isn't it? What will you do when this is over? What else is there to do? Find a job in the city and live on, I suppose. It's a shame, though. I'm going to miss Johnny and this place. Maybe I'll come back to visit every once in a while. No more questions. Oh, hey. Before Johnny fell unconscious, he told me that you two would probably be coming soon. He said that he probably wouldn't get the chance himself, but he wanted me to tell you thanks for him. So, thank you. She didn't reply, she just stood there in silence. Okay, turn around now. Alright, now let's go see if Neil has anything to say. What is it? It seems like our little Johnny here had some hidden records from the old days. Hidden records? Hidden medical records, to be exact. Apparently, during his youth, he was administered a large dose of enhanced beta blockers. Beta blockers. And what luck, they tend to have this little side effect on a curious thing called memories. Beta blockers. Johnny didn't have a heart condition, did he? Apparently not. Which leads one to wonder if the side effects were intended to be merely just that to begin with. And in such a large amount, its impact on his memories at the time of administration must have been significant. You think that's what kept us out of his earliest memories? Well, it's not the machine, I'll tell you that. The maintenance department yelled at me for scolding them. So what now? I was just given the reconfiguration frequencies that should get us past the blockers. And once we're in his childhood, it might finally be early enough to transfer his desire for it to work. Then what are we waiting for? But just one thing. Of course, there's always that one thing. In order to activate the new frequencies, we'll need a trigger. A trigger? Something that exists strongly in the bridging inaccessible memory. And we'll need to give it to John for him to stimulate his memory internally. But what do we know of that we've only gotten a glimpse of in his childhood memories? And even if we find a childhood photo or something, John's unconscious. Yeah, back to square one. You know, this job hasn't been such a pain in the arse for me since Nora's case last year. Likewise. This is killing me. I'm going out to get some fresh air. Forgot my coffee. Receive no beta blocker. Beta blocker. It smells! Quit barging in and out of doors. The roadkill, Eva. It smells. I know, it's your fault for running it over. What's going on? The children are still sleeping. Wait a minute. That last memory, the one we were stuck at, it was the same smell. What are you two talking about? The olfactory receptors are directly linked to the brain's limbic system, Lily. Don't you see what this means? What? He means that smell is arguably the most effective sense for memory recall. We can use it as a stimulant to bridge his childhood memories. And the best part, even though Johnny is unconscious, he's still susceptible. I think I'm missing some vital contextual info on this whole thing. Alright, this is good. This is awesome. Now you just need to go fetch a piece of the roadkill. Yes, I'll just... Wait, why should I fetch it? You're the one who ran it over. No, exactly. I've already done my part. Oh, you miserable bastard. If it helps any, have a pair of gloves you can borrow? It smells. They aren't really disposable gloves, but that'll probably change after this. Let's go get some roadkill, guys. It's time. Neil's like, I already done half the job. Sometimes when I'm reading, I like to trip over the words. I don't know why. It happens. Huh. Deja vu. I try not to, but it happens. Why is she stopped? Oh, she was stuck. Right. The kind of things this job gets me into. It's not safe to just bring in a piece of gem-infected roadkill like this. There's a valved container in the car. It'd at least make its odor controllable. Right. Is it in the boot? No, it's in the main bit. Where are you going? I gotta go take a leak. There's a toilet upstairs and a toilet over there. That was suspicious. Neil, what's going on? What a mess. The crash shook everything up. Let's see. What is that? Ah, here it is. Received valve container. Now to get some of that dirty roadkill. What is this though? You chucked it out of the car. This... painkillers? Okay. Well, if they're not yours, I guess they're Neil's. Is he in pain? Ugh. Received contained roadkill odor. Nice, let's go back up to the house. Walking through this forest with these trees that have no tops. Oh no, they're pillars, probably. Right. Oh, hey. Did you get the roadkill? It's ready. Great, go get it set up. I'll be right back. Neil. These painkillers, I think they're yours. Hey! May I ask why you were on them? I wasn't going to tell you, but... Oh, this is embarrassing. A few days ago, I walked into a concrete wall. What? You just walked into a wall like that? What can I say? I was in deep thought. You know how deeply I think. These are some rather strong pills, Neil. And it was a rather strong concrete wall. 'Twas a match made in heaven, I say. Anyways, you got the roadkill, right? Let's hurry. John's dying back there. Neil, you aren't addicted, are you? Are you kidding me? I'd overdose before I'd sink to that level of contrived mess. I don't know, Neil. It's pretty weird. It's like a sub-story. Underneath the actual story, it's like Neil is on painkillers for some reason. So when we get to that exact point, I will send the signal. When I do, I want you to release the valve for about 3 seconds. Certainly. About time you showed up. Have you made sure the germs are sealed off? Fully sealed and filtered. Not like it'd matter to a dead man. You should know that Johnny's condition is deteriorating fast. This might be your last chance, you two. Whatever you do in there, good luck. Luck's the last thing we need. Boom. We're heading back in. Act 3. That was quick. Act 2 was quick. They shine their lights at the other lighthouses. And at me. Here we are. This was the last memory, right? That we were in. Before it all broke. Let's go. Just like that, we get all the memory links for free. That's good. But guys, I'm going to end this episode here, so feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. We are progressing through the story so quickly now. Like Act 2 was like, what, like 2-3 videos long? I mean, you're going to see. But we got through that really quick. So we got stopped. We tried to convince him to go to the moon through other means, and we just couldn't. It wouldn't work. So the only thing that could link the memory, because he was administered a large dose of beta blockers as a child, which makes you think that because he didn't have a heart condition, it was to make him forget, so that he didn't remember stuff. So it makes me think something really bad might have happened earlier than this. So I'm kind of sad to see what's going to happen. I'm kind of nervous. But at the same time, I'm really excited to see what's going on with the story. The whole Neil sub-story thing is strange, but it's also just adds to the characters and to the story as a whole. I'm really enjoying this game so far, and I think we're probably quite close to the end now. They made it sound like he's deteriorating really fast and this might be our last chance. So yeah, next episode we're going to jump in and see what the next memory has in store for us. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.